It's not obvious that someone is at higher risk of severe illness from COVID-19. People of all ages can have underlying medical conditions. You can't always see when people are more vulnerable because of cancer treatment, bone marrow or organ transplantation, immune deficiencies, HIV or AIDS, or from prolonged use of medications that weaken the immune system. You can't see that people have diabetes, chronic kidney disease, liver disease, or asthma. People in high-risk groups will not always be at home or isolated from the public. So please, wear a cloth face covering to slow the spread of COVID-19 and help reduce risk to others. Be aware, be considerate. Thank you.
Madison County Live is brought to you in part by the Madison County Health Department, protecting, promoting, and improving the health of our community. The all-new Chevy Silverado, now available at Jack Burford Chevrolet and always available at jackburford.com. And by Twine Market and Design on 3rd Street in Richmond. And by kymedia.net, digital media services from top-of-the-line video production to live streaming services.
Hey everybody, welcome to Madison County Live. 8 o'clock going on right now.
That's right. We're so happy to have you with us tonight, folks. Randy, what do we have coming up?
Okay, I'll go my buy list first, okay? We have some information about the farmer's market. I went to this morning and I got some special stuff. We'll talk about that. And we, of course, have the Cane Pole fishing report, a weekly fishing report. And we have some video from the Richmond Center Concert Music Series. Wow, that's a mouthful. Encore of Lexington was there, and we'll talk about that and who's coming up next week. What do you got on your list?
That's super. We also have some good news updates from the Richmond Police Department. And speaking of police department, we have Lieutenant Josh Hale, who is telling us about a very special artist in his family. You'll want to hear more about that, as well as updates from the Madison County Animal Shelter and Madison County Food Services Director, Scott Anderson. All that and more coming up next.
Coming up next. Are we ready to start it?
We're ready. Let's do it.
Roll that beautiful open.
You're watching Madison County Live.
Welcome back to Madison County Live.
Randy, I'm so happy to see you this evening.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Randy, how has your week been?
It has been fantastic, but I am not pleased with the loss of sunshine because when I do my power walks, it's getting darker and darker, and I almost leave every night at the same time. But here lately, I've had a lot of things to do, so when I leave, it gets darker, and I'm blaming you.
Well, actually, it's not personally my fault. I just am in charge of giving that report each day. But Randy, you're just going to have to adjust your schedule. I think you can do it. Speaking of power walking and getting outside and getting some exercise, I've spent a lot of time on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University.
Yay!
Welcome back, Colonels.
Yes.
I know that it's a little bit different this year, but Randy, I have to tell you, EKU Housing has done a phenomenal job.
Good.
Trying to get students back as safely as possible.
Right.
Every student that I pass is staying socially distant. They're wearing their masks, following all the rules.
All the rules. Right. So do they recognize you?
No, I don't think they
I didn't know. I mean,
First of all, I'm old and I'm masked up. And
No, you are not.
every once in a while, I get a wave or a hi calling from a car. But
You are experienced. You're mature.
I have wisdom. There we go. We have gained a little bit. You surely have some wisdom. So,
hey, welcome back, Berea College too.
That's right.
The pioneers, correct?
You got it. So
yes. Welcome back, Berea, EKU, all the college kids. Welcome back to town. We missed you.
We surely did. Everyone, be careful. Stay safe out there.
True. For the kids.
Keep in mind that these kids have a lot on their mind this semester. And
they may be a little distracted. Yeah, they may be a little distracted.
A little distracted. They have a lot on their minds and a lot they're supposed to be remembering right now. So we as drivers and community members need to keep them as safe as possible. Speaking of safe as possible, Biggie Welcome happened virtually.
That's cool.
This week, which obviously is very different, but Student Life did a fantastic job with that. So just, it's cool. We're in different times right now, but everyone is doing a great job just moving right along.
Speaking of good news, which is what we do, you got some information about some police officers.
I sure do. That's right. Richmond Police Department welcomed 6 new officers this week, Randy. Yes, 6 new officers. No. So we're so pleased to welcome them. They were sworn in safely this week. And Randy, this is the first time in quite a while that the Richmond Police Department has been fully staffed. They are there. They are actually operating above full strength right now, which is always nice to hear. So congratulations and thank you for your service to all the officers that are.
Speaking of which, I wonder, I saw an ant go above my computer monitor. I was like watching him go all the way across.
It's your production assistant this evening.
I guess they are strong. Speaking of which, Josh Hale has an artist in his household, Madison. We did a little interview with a couple of those artists, and Josh makes the introductions. This is a lot of fun, good cause, good art. Hey, and you can buy it. And help out, right?
Let's hear from them now.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Madison County Live. I have Josh Hale with us calling, and he has some introductory information on some painters in his abode.
That's so true, Randy. We have 2 new budding artists in our community. Josh, set us up. Tell us a little story about what you came home to this week.
Well, good morning to you all, and I know this is kind of a different format, but I'm excited to share the story. When I came home from work the other day, of course, we've had everybody cooped up from the coronavirus, and everybody's been kind of at home trying to be creative in the way that they do things. I came home from work the other day, and I had, as you can see, an art gallery behind me stuck to my walls, and so that's the artist right there. That's Addison. I came home, and she had put art paintings all over the walls and had put descriptions beside them and prices too.
Wow. Wow.
I love it. She was very thorough for sure. So is this the first time that you have come home to a brand new art collection, Josh?
Oh, it was. And the best part about it was as soon as I walked in the door, she started telling me the descriptions, and I didn't even get to put my stuff down before I was being told that this one was $12.99 or that one was $10 or there was one for 13 cents. There was even one that was 20% off, and we had a discussion about, do you know how to do 20% off? So that there was some math involved in it too.
Cool. Already. Wow.
I love it. Randy does the same thing. He just goes straight for the pitch. I love it. Well, Josh, I know that Addison has gotten some help recently. She has a friend, Addie, that has been helping with this new venture. Is that correct?
Yeah, we had a sleepover last night. I don't know how much work they got done, but we had a sleepover last night to start doing some things, and it's like they're multiplying behind me. This is Addie, and so I'm going to let you guys take it over and ask them all the questions you want to, and we'll go from there.
All right. Let's do it.
Perfect.
All right. I'll come back to you in a minute.
All right.
Okay, folks, if you are just now tuning in, we have Addison and her friend Addie. Hi, girls. How are you all doing?
Hey.
Randy and I are so happy to be with you today. So tell us a little bit about where is your inspiration? Why did you decide that you were going to create these beautiful paintings? What made you decide to do it that day?
I just wanted to help kids, and I needed to go to children's hospitals.
That's amazing. So not only are you creating these beautiful paintings, but you decided that you wanted to sell them and raise money for other children?
Yes.
Wow. That shows that you have a great big heart. So Addison, girls, can you all tell Randy and I a little bit about your paintings? I know you have some descriptions next to them. We would love to hear those descriptions. Can you tell us?
Yeah, tell us about the paintings on the back of the wall there.
Like
Do any of them have sayings next to them?
Yeah.
What do they say? What do the funny sayings say?
The flames one is my favorite, and it's really
Uh-oh. I think your assistant is bringing the painting
That's
over.
right. I think someone is bringing us one to show us. Oh my goodness, that is
nice.
beautiful.
Hold it up in front of the camera. We can see it. Nice. Excellent. That's nice. I like that.
Oh, that's Addison, that's beautiful. What is that one called?
flames.
Flames. Now,
And it has
Addie is her friend. Addie, do you paint as well, or you just assist?
I like to draw.
Oh, you like to draw. Okay. All right.
so Addie does the sketches and Addison does the painting.
Nice.
And then who decides the prices? How do you determine the prices?
Yes, how do you do the pricing? How do you determine the price?
So, how many, like, colorful it is.
Oh.
How cool it is?
So the more colorful and cool, those are more expensive, correct?
Yes.
Got you. And the way it should be.
That's right. That makes sense for certain. So, girls, you all have a special goal? Are you trying to sell a certain number of paintings or raise a certain amount of money?
Yes.
What is that?
We're going to donate to children's hospitals.
And I
$100.
$100.
$100.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
So how close are? So how do people buy your paintings now? They just connect with Josh on Facebook and say, hey, I want to buy this painting. Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's easy enough. That's fantastic.
So he handles all the business operations for you. You just get to be the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's excellent.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful creations with us.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you. You're doing a wonderful job.
So, somebody asked me to draw a giraffe. I tried my best to draw this giraffe.
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Oh my
Raise
goodness.
it up a little higher. So what is the giraffe eating?
It's leaves. In the
Oh,
middle
it's
of the
leaves. Nice.
Beautiful.
And that
Oh,
looks
my
like the
goodness.
leaf of a purple mango.
Randy, I'm with you here too. You all got to note the detail. If I can ever get it right on the camera here, look around the giraffe's head and the giraffe's butt. And I had to have this conversation about.
I love it.
And it's because a real giraffe has that.
Yes, that's where the flies usually like to hang out.
That's right. Accuracy is important.
So Josh is the business manager, I think, right? Is that correct?
Well, I was kind of thrown into this role. My wife and I both are. We are both using Venmo and people paying cash and all kinds of things to purchase paintings. That originally the post was just a joke on Facebook.
Right. Wow.
Can you give us a few of the descriptions that you have besides some of the paintings? I know that there were some really cute ones there.
Yeah, so the funny part about it is they all have a description and they all have different prices, like I said. So there's one that is called Sky Loud, I think it is. And so our oldest one that you saw do a cameo on the camera in her blanket, she painted one, and then there's some others that are having to do with trees and fire and sun. So we're nature themed around here.
I like it. I like it very much. So everyone that needs to and wants to purchase, how do they do that, Josh?
So I will send you, if you want me to, I will send you my link or a link to it.
Excellent.
And then if you all just want to reach out to us, we can do that. Our artists here are they've kind of gotten a little lazy though. I've asked them to paint some more paintings. They're like, well, Dad, we've got other things going on, So yeah, but we're pretty close to a
group. Artists
That's
are
right.
a select group, Josh. So
you gotta go when you have the inspiration.
Exactly.
So, when Dad doesn't say put the toothbrush and the paintbrushes up.
That's right.
So I will send you guys stuff. And
fantastic.
I know that she didn't expect to do this, but we just figured it'd be a fun way to get this information out there for people.
That's fantastic. Well, we want to thank you for coming on Madison County Live, girls. So wave to your audience. Very nice.
Thanks so much for joining us. And you know what? I think we're going to have to place a special order. What do you think, Randy?
Yes, we are. So we're going to let's place a special order. Do they take requests? Can you do a Madison County Live one?
Other than a giraffe with flies, right?
Yes.
You can take it.
That's fantastic. Oh, that's great.
All
well,
right.
Thank you, folks.
All right. You all have a good day. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. I appreciate it. All right, folks. We'll be right back after this message. Wait, one more time. Addison, wait.
Wait one more time.
Good. Wait. There you go. Good.
Madison County Live is brought to you in part by the Madison County Health Department, protecting, promoting, and improving the health of our community. The all-new Chevy Silverado, now available at Jack Burford Chevrolet and always available at jackburford.com. And by Twine Market and Design on 3rd Street in Richmond. And by kymedia.net, digital media services from top-of-the-line video production to live streaming services. Now back to the show.
Thank you, Josh. That's always a lot of fun when you have kids on because you never know what they're going to say.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you to Josh. Yep. Thank you to Addison. And thank you to Addie. What a pleasure. And what a great cause, Randy.
I know. Isn't that great? That's fantastic. I love it.
Kids are so sweet. Very good. Well, speaking of doing great things, we have another weekly update from Scott Anderson, Madison County Food Services. Randy knows this is where I'm going to put my glasses on.
So you can read, madam.
Called me out on that a few times this
I just wear mine all the time.
You do. I can't do it. All right, folks. This is your update for August 14th. And the reason why we say that, Randy, as you know, things are changing on a daily basis. So Scott really wants you to go to the Madison County Food Services page daily. You will get up-to-the-minute updates there, but we had a chance to speak with him this week, and this is what is coming up this week. So, folks, there are going to be fluctuating changes between the national school lunch rules and the summer feeding rules. That's why you need to check back daily. However, this week, families have 2 pickup day opportunities. Okay, Randy? So this week's food pickup will be on Wednesday and on Friday, and that will be from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Cool.
Here are the location, folks, where your family can go and receive your meals. You can go to Boonesboro Elementary, B. Michael Cottle, Madison Central High School, Madison Middle School, Waco Elementary, Kingston Elementary, Kirksville, Silver Creek, and Shannon Johnson. Those are going to be the pickup locations for this specific week, happening on Wednesday and Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, folks, it's important to remember for this week, you do not have to sign up right now. You're going to simply pull up to one of those schools, tell them how many children you have, 18 and under. And once again, just pick one school. Don't go to multiple.
Just pick one. Just pick one. Right.
Just pick one school. And that is how they're going to provide meals for you this week. So as always, thank you so much to Scott Anderson for giving us up-to-the-minute information and working tirelessly this entire summer to feed the families of Madison County.
Great job.
Doing an outstanding job.
Over 1 million meals.
Over 1 million meals this summer, folks. Over 1 million meals.
And it's ongoing.
That's right.
So
it's ongoing, and they're going to keep it rolling, and they're going to figure out how to make it happen. So thanks to Scott and the entire team at Madison County Food Services.
Speaking of food, I went to the Madison County Farmers Market, and guess who was there?
Who was there, Andy?
The Wienermobile.
You love the Wienermobile.
They wouldn't let me drive it, however. It's closed off because of Corona. But I looked inside, and there's lots of the blue sky, lots of red and yellow. And I said, my gosh, you all have spilt mustard and ketchup all over this place.
Always nice to see the Wienermobile come for a visit. Did you happen to pick up any delicious fruits and veggies?
I did. Guess what? So one vendor was selling bagel bites. I bought 6 of those. Oh my gosh.
Did you, folks, I want to pause for a second. I just asked Randy. I asked you.
Someone had onions on it. I heard you.
Okay, so Randy's fruits and vegetables of the week are bagel bites.
With onions.
Children. What else?
And I also bought 2 giant heads of cabbage because I'm going to make my homemade sauerkraut this week.
Oh, it's so good.
So, hey, I may replay that how-to segment I did on how to make your own homemade sauerkraut.
I think that was an award-winning segment. You might have to bring it back out of the archives.
Bring it out. These were huge. I mean, they were huge heads, so I got 2 of them. And he said, you want both of them? I said, yes. They won't last. Trust me. Between that
so this week, you're going to have bagel bites and sauerkraut.
The bagel bites are already gone. So I ate them for breakfast. They were gone. They didn't last any time. Well, it's the onion. It's the aroma. The lady opened up the container, and then it just wafted. They were so good. So make sure you visit the Madison County Farmers Market, sponsored by Jack Burford Chevrolet, at White Oak Pond Christian Church every Saturday from 9 until 1. It was packed. It was packed.
Great to hear. And I know that everyone is following the rules there, and it's a beautiful outdoor location.
And, of course, you want to see Jack Burford Chevrolet's newest vehicle. We deliver on site. You can't miss it. You'll run right into it.
Speaking of Jack Burford Chevrolet's newest vehicle, you and I really didn't have time to discuss this yet.
You saw it.
I think I saw a shiny vehicle.
Yes.
That you might have had parked at your home.
I think people misinterpreted my picture.
Well,
I think they
why don't you
thought
talk about it?
I might have purchased that car.
Yes,
I could, but I
you
would
could.
have to probably live in it because my
Yes,
wife
you
would not be pleased.
Yes. So would you
But
like to clarify
it was
this beautiful
yes, it was a
site?
2014 uh, Z51 Corvette with a 7-speed manual transmission. So we decided to do a test drive video, which is already aired. You can watch it jackburford.com on YouTube, of course on Facebook too, Twitter, Instagram. So I said, I'll go on that one and I'll video.
So
If I get to
volunteer.
drive it.
You are a team player. So
I am a
you
team player.
volunteered to go on this test drive.
Yes.
And then
I'm
you had to
committed.
make a pit stop. You are committed.
Of course.
You had to make a pit stop
Yeah, sure.
in front of your own home.
Yes. It's close.
Yes. I was wondering who took the photo. At first I thought it was Photoshop, Randy, but then when I really looked at it.
No, my buddy JJ Dickerson took that photograph. He's my official photographer, by the way. I don't know if anybody knows that. But, and I'm telling you, he told me, he said, I think you should be a Corvette model.
It was an award-winning shot for sure. But you would like to clarify
so check it out.
Yes, that vehicle is still available.
Yes, it's nice.
That is what you would like to clarify. That vehicle is beautiful.
Have you heard the term "run like a scalded dog"? It'll run, going. It will. I said, here, JJ, take it back. I don't need to be driving this anymore. John Burford would not be pleased.
However, you did have your photo taken with it in front of your home in your driveway and made your cover photo for Facebook.
Man, I can't stalking me on Facebook.
I can't imagine why anyone would be confused. How would anyone be confused by that, Randy?
Well, anybody that knows me knows what I do. I mean, come on.
They do. They said that you had become quite famous and that you were.
I do like to.
Now,
I do like to pull on people's legs every now and then.
You sure do. All right. Well, speaking of pulling on people's legs, I have some good news for you, Randy.
What is
from the Madison County Animal Shelter?
Oh, cool.
Sweet. Is it Kemp? I just lost my glasses here.
Put your glasses on.
Tip. Okay, there we go.
See, it's why I get mine on.
That's right. All of a sudden, everything was a blur. Sweet Tip was able to take a joyride to his forever home in Michigan this week, thanks to the Madison County Animal Shelter. Randy Tip had been with them for 8 months, nearly his entire life. And the dedicated team at the Madison County Animal Shelter worked with him tirelessly to teach him a few manners and help him get adjusted. And he got to take a special joyride and meet his new family. So congratulations to Sweet Tip. We always like hearing.
Not Kemp. Tip.
Not no. Sorry, Randy. All of a sudden, everything, it was just a blur across the screen. That was it.
Sort of like when I do this. Ooh, wow.
When you do the drop down. That's right. We also had more good news from the animal shelter. Thanks to the Joni Bernard Foundation in collaboration with the Bluegrass Area Development District and Team Shelter USA, Madison County has been awarded a special grant which will allow them to participate in the Bluegrass Cat Spay and Neuter project.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
Which is great. So this is specifically for sweet stray cats here in Madison County and to make an appointment. That's right, community cats. We have many community cats in our neighborhood and we love them.
Watch them every Friday night at the community cat band. No.
You have pitched this. Yes, you have pitched the community cat show. So I think that was something that you talked about last week.
More info, I'm sorry.
That's right. For more information, go to the Madison County Animal Shelter's Facebook page, and then you can also make an appointment with Skipworth Veterinary Services. So
Nice.
great. Always nice to hear
Yep.
good news from them.
Yep. So, but bands you can hear at the Richmond Center Summer Concert Series are real bands, not Randy's made-up bands.
Not his made-up kitty bands. Tell us about it, Randy.
You can hear great music every Friday night, 7 o'clock, at Richmond Center. Okay? Sponsored by Mark Robbins' Law Office. And I've got a video right here, courtesy of Randy Westbrook, of this last night's band, Friday night's band, Encore of Lexington. Watch.
You know what? Safe and running on overtime. Oh, I guess I gotta put you flat feet on the ground. Oh, yeah. You know what? I want you to say it with me. Everybody say, all you wanna do is ride around Sally, ride, Sally, ride. Sing it with me. All you wanna do is ride around Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride around, hey, ride, Sally, ride. Early in the morning, walk with street, you just ride, Sally, ride. One of these other mornings, I'm gonna be wiping your weekend out.
So, if you want to hear great music, maintain your physical distancing, wear a mask, bring your dinner, or eat there somewhere around. You can always do that Friday night Richmond Summer Concert Series, sponsored by Mark Robbins' Law Office. And next week, Colleen, August 14th, is the EKU Bluegrass Ensemble, which we've attended before, a couple concerts.
We sure have. Yes, absolutely. That's
Yep.
going to be a great show as well.
It will be. It'll be fantastic.
Very good. Thank you,
And
Robbins Law.
yeah, thanks to Robbins Law Office for sponsoring that. So, does that wrap up the show? Are we?
Randy, I think that wraps us up for tonight. Folks, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope you've had a fantastic week. We have so loved being with you every morning at 6:30
Every
a.m.
morning. That's right.
for the show Saturday night to 8
The big
o'clock.
show.
And then the big show, as Randy calls it. And then when will you have an opportunity to see it again, Randy?
Well, I mean, you can see it anytime. I mean, we're all over the place. The replays on Sunday, 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. And, of course, YouTube. And, of course,
Yeah.
every morning, like you said, 6:30 a.m. And you can watch it, I mean, gather the family around, make fun of Randy, or
No.
hear me burp.
Yes, we had a few issues with manners we did with this week, but you know what? That's
I
okay.
know.
That's all
You know
right.
what? Randy tries not to edit. I try not to edit.
I think
That takes
that
longer.
Addison and Addie made up for it tonight.
That's true. Yep,
So, and I
absolutely.
can't wait to get a
That's
piece
right.
of their beautiful artwork.
Right.
All right, Randy, you know what I think it's time to do?
I think we're going to wrap it up with the Cane Pole Weekly Fishing Report, which brings me to another subject quickly.
Is this breaking news?
Yes, it is. Breaking news. Hold on, graphics. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Wait a minute. Whoosh. Our producers back at the home office are whispering
Yes.
now. Hey,
Okay,
you
hear it.
know, there's a new TV podcast studio opening up.
There is.
Yeah.
Randy, you have the inside scoop.
I do. We are working on the Madison County Live /KYmedia.net digital live streaming and podcasting studio that will be available to rent using our expert equipment and expertise. So more to follow, so you'll have to stay tuned for your
That's
business
right.
or organization. And this Wednesday night, Colleen, we're doing a live cane pole fishing report with Kent Lewis. So that Should be a lot of fun if anybody knows Kent.
Yes, it's exciting for sure, and we can't wait to bring you more on that.
That's fun.
Yeah,
hey, you have a great weekend and the rest of the week. I guess I'll see you Monday morning, though. It's like we see each other every day, don't we?
We see each other every day, and I wouldn't change it for the world, Randy.
Really?
Most days.
Oh, okay, now it comes out.
Most days. 6 out of 7 days, I wouldn't change it.
You need a break. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. We just sometimes we need a little pause.
Wow, she said that live, folks.
No, oh goodness, that's not the case. Folks, thanks so much for joining us. We hope you have a fantastic week. And Randy, let's run the Cane Pole Fishing Report. Bye, friends.
Doing it now.
Madison County Live is brought to you in part by the Madison County Health Department, protecting, promoting, and improving the health of our community. The all-new Chevy Silverado, now available at Jack Burford Chevrolet and always available at jackburford.com. And by Twine Market and Design on 3rd Street in Richmond. And by kymedia.net, digital media services from top-of-the-line video production to live streaming services. Oh, there he is! There he is! Nice!
Ricky, go get
No, I'm not.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
He's not a big one.
There you go, say nice!
The weekly Kentucky Fish and Wildlife Fishing Report, brought to you by the Cane Pole in Southern Hills Plaza.
This is Marcy Anderson with the Fishing Report for Southeast Kentucky. Surface water temperatures remain in the mid to upper 80s on area water bodies. We're still hearing good reports on Laurel River Lake with anglers targeting walleye. Anglers using deep diving crankbaits and bottom bouncing nightcrawler rigs in 15 to 20 feet of water have been picking up walleye in the mid and lower sections of the lake. The black bass bite has been sporadic, but anglers fishing in the late evenings or early morning hours have been having some luck using soft plastics. With the air temperature heating up, the cold water in the Cumberland tailwater is a great place to fish right now. We've been hearing good reports of anglers catching good numbers of trout, with several rainbow trout being picked up in the 15 to 20 inch range. The area from Helms Landing to Winfrey's Ferry is a great area to try, and if you don't have a boat, you can still wade fish that area by accessing the tailwater at the Longbar Bank Access Site in Russell County. The recent flow regime is providing good bank fishing opportunities in the morning hours, but be sure to double check the daily schedule to avoid getting caught in rising water. On Dale Hollow, black bass anglers have been having success fishing main lake points and drops in 20 to 25 feet of water using jigs and soft plastics. Anglers are doing well catching walleye by trolling at night on the flats in 25 to 30 feet of water. Rivers and creeks are a great option to try this time of year. Some of the area creeks are running a bit low, but recent rains will help to bring the water levels back up. The Rockcastle River and South Fork Kentucky River are some good float trips that offer up some great fishing too. Rebel crawdads and rooster tails are some of the good options to try to target smallmouth bass. So as always, good luck and good fishing.
It's not obvious that someone is at higher risk of severe illness from COVID-19. People of all ages can have underlying medical conditions. You can't always see when people are more vulnerable because of cancer treatment, bone marrow or organ transplantation, immune deficiencies, HIV or AIDS, or from prolonged use of medications that weaken the immune system. You can't see that people have diabetes, chronic kidney disease, liver disease, or asthma. People in high-risk groups will not always be at home or isolated from the public. So please, wear a cloth face covering to slow the spread of COVID-19 and help reduce risk to others. Be aware, be considerate. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Randy with kymedia.net. I think it's safe to say that if you don't have a strong video strategy for your business or your organization for your online presence, you might be in trouble. I'm a video guy. And if a video guy says you might need video, it's like Santa Claus saying, hey, Christmas is a great idea. But here's the reality. In 2019, 95% of all bandwidth was dedicated to video, and the reason is video is very important to people. So video is important to those people, which it is. Those people are your customers and prospects, which they are. So then video should be very important to you. Here's the problem. It's cost and time. You could easily spend several thousands of dollars having a video shot at high-end studios. And once the video is done, you've got to wait, sometimes days, and in some cases even a week or more. And trying to do it yourself or with a friend, homemade videos are no longer charming, and they represent an amateur effort for your business and your organization. Fortunately, this is a problem we solve at kymedia.net in our brand new studio. It's yours without a six-figure investment, and we provide the studio, the equipment, and the guidance. You provide the expertise in your field. So if you want to highlight your business, start a talk show, or simply unleash your genius in a new podcast, you can do so now in our very own audio and visual studio. And by the way, when your video is finished, we hand you the finished product right then and there. There's no waiting. And if you can't come to the studio, guess what? We will come to you. That's right, we're completely mobile. What's the next step? You just head over to kymedia.net. Take a look around, get yourself up to speed with what we're doing for other folks just like yourself. After watching, just email me or call me and ask me the tough questions and see if I can answer them. We look forward to hearing from you soon. We can't wait to show you Central Kentucky's new business and organizational live streaming, TV, and podcasting studio services. Thanks for watching.